A missile traveled 4,000 kilometers and hit a target once believed untouchable. That single strike may have just rewritten global military strategy. In this video, we will break down the moment Iran demonstrated a capability that shocked analysts worldwide, reaching double its declared missile striking range and striking a critical US base in the Indian Ocean. The 4,000 kilometer strike and why it matters, how Diego Garcia was considered beyond reach until now, the sudden shift in US sanctions policy, why the Strait of Hormuz closure is shaking global market, the bigger question, what else we have underestimated as oil prices surge and strategic assumptions collapse. This event may mark a turning point in modern warfare and geopolitics. Watch until the end to understand why this changes everything. Like, comment your thoughts and subscribe for deep political breakdown. 4,000 kilometers, let that number settle for just a moment. 4,000 kilometers. That is the distance between Tehran and a tiny island in the middle of the Indian Ocean called Diego Garcia. Right now, that distance matters more than almost anything else happening on the planet because Iran just proved it can close that gap with a ballistic missile. Think about what that means. Diego Garcia is not just any military base, it is the most critical United States military installation in the entire Indian Ocean region. B-52 bombers, the heaviest, most powerful, long-range strike, yes, the most powerful, long-range strike aircraft in the American arsenal have been launching from that island to conduct operations against Iran. It is the nerve center, the launch pad, the crown jewel of American power projection in that part of the world. And Iran just put a missile on it. Now here is where this story takes a turn. Yes, the story takes a turn that should stop you cold. Iran officially declared missile range, the number they have told the world, the number that has been in every intelligence briefing, every threat assessment, every military calculation is 2,000 kilometers. That's the public record. That's what the book said. Diego Garcia is 4,000 kilometers away. Iran hit a target at exactly double their declared range. Either Iran has been hiding this capability for years or quietly developing missiles that could reach places the world thought were safe, or they thought a way to extend that range by reducing the warhead payload. Either scenario is, to put it plainly, a fundamental reshaping of what we thought. We knew about this conflict. Think about that for a moment. Every threat map, every safe zone calculation, every allied military base that thought it was beyond reach, all of it is now being recalculated in real time. And here is the thread you need to pull because it unravels fast. If Diego Garcia is now within Iran's missile range, so are British bases. The some bases from which B-2 bombers have been flying missions, the same installation that form the backbone of the Western military presence in that entire region. If it is reachable, the logic follows with quite terrifying clarity. So are the others. This is just not a military development, this is a revelation for years. The operating assumption was that Iran's reach had a ceiling, that were places distant, fortified, far over open ocean, where American allied power could operate with impunity. That assumption is now gone, and the people who make decisions about where to station troops, where to fly bombers, where to project power, they are doing the math right now. And the math is not comfortable. Sometimes the quietest threat travel the farthest. But here is what makes this every more remarkable. Like, and this is the part that demands your full attention. All of this is happening at the exact moment that the President of the United States is telling the world that the mission is almost complete, that are winding down, that the Strait of Hormuz currently closed, currently choking global oil supply in easy military operation that the US doesn't really need to be involved in. One just fired a missile 4,000 kilometers. The other side is saying it's time to wind down. Hold that contradiction in the right perspective in your mind for a second, because we are going to come back to it. And when we do, the full picture, yes, the full picture becomes impossible to ignore. But first consider the geography alone. The Indian Ocean, a base so remote, so far from any coastline that it was considered essentially untouchable by regional power. The kind of base that military planners describe as over the horizon, meaning beyond practical reach of adversaries who don't have true long-range strike capability. Iran crossed that horizon today, and the question that every defense ministry in the Western Alliance is now asking behind the closed doors is the same question you should be asking right now. If we were wrong about the range, what else were we wrong about? What other capabilities have been quietly sitting there, undeclared, undisclosed, waiting for the right moment? Because here is the thing about a declared range of 2000 kilometers. You declared it. The measures their defenses around it. Bases get positioned just beyond that line. Supply chains yet routed through those corridors. Ships position themselves in what they calculate to be safe water. And that one day the missile travels 4,000 kilometers and every single one of those calculations falls apart simultaneously. That's not a military strike, that's a strategic message, and the message is unfolding. While the missiles are flying, while the bases are on alert, while oil from Oman had hit $167 per barrel, the Strait of Hormuz remains closed, one of the most important shipping lanes. Yes, one of the most important shipping lane on the planet. The channel through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply has to pass, closed. The allies of the United States, their oil facilities, their gas infrastructure burning. The word being used is vivid and it's accurate, burning, and we have not even gotten to the sanction. Yet, because in the middle of the missile strikes, in the middle of the base alert, in the middle of Hormuz being shut and oil prices spiking to numbers that would have seemed unthinkable 6 months ago, the United States has now begun lifting sanctions on Iran. Quietly, specifically, Iran has been given permission to sell oil tankers that were already loaded and waiting. They have been told they can go, they can move. The sanctions that were the central pillar of American economic pressure on Iran are coming down, one piece at a time. Why does that matter? Hold that thought. Because the answer to that question, the real answer, the hidden behind the press statement and the contradictions is coming up next. Before we continue, if this story is making you think, please hit subscribe right now. Every video we make goes this deep. You don't want to miss what is coming next. And it starts with one word, surrender. Surrender is a strong word. The United States has begun removing sanctions from Iran in the middle of an active military confrontation. While Iranian missiles are Yes, you heard right. While Iranian missiles are striking American bases, while Strait of Hormuz is closed, while Allied oil facilities are on fire, the sanctions are coming off. The oil tankers that were sitting loaded and frozen, waiting, going nowhere because American economic pressure said they couldn't move. Those tankers have now been told they can sail. The permission has been granted, the pressure has been released, and the direction of that release tells you everything you need to know about who blinked in this standoff. Thank you.